So what is the best protein powder for weight loss for women? I got 3 things to consider when choosing your protein powder coming up. What is up, For Faith family? Thank you for tuning into this video. On For Faith Fitness, we talk about weight loss and fat loss, and that is it. My only goal is to help you to reach your goals and end that cycle of negativity associated with weight loss. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. So the best protein powder for weight loss for men or for women is really going to be the same. This really applies to women because it can be difficult for women to get the amount of protein they need if they're not meat lovers like a lot of men tend to be from animal sources. And so protein powder can really help you reach your protein goal, which is essential to your weight loss. If you're not reaching your protein goal, you are going to be losing weight at least slower, but it really can shut down your weight loss altogether. So I'm going to give you 3 things to consider when picking out a protein powder for your weight loss. So the first thing to consider is casein or whey protein. You might have heard of both. You might have only heard of one. You might not. You might have been like, I didn't know there was different kinds of protein powder. And whey protein, what you're going to see from whey protein is something that's very fast digesting. That's good for before and after workouts. That's good to increase calorie burn around workouts and to fuel your workouts to ultimately help you lose weight. But casein protein is really good for something like overnight, where you want to spare that muscle. You don't want your body in that heavily fasted state where it's eating away at the muscle. And so casein protein can give a steady release of amino acids, which will prevent the eating of that muscle or the breakdown of that muscle, and ultimately lead to more weight loss there. So they both really help. So what do I recommend? Well, I recommend, this is the protein powder that I use here, if I could find the front of it. It's cookies and cream. We're going to talk a little bit more about flavor later. But this particular protein powder, if you can see here, it has, it's hard backwards, it has 3 types of whey protein. Don't really look into the details of, hydrolysate, isolate, and concentrate. So it has 3 different types of whey protein, egg, albumin, whatever that is. And then you got casein protein down here. And so it has a little of everything. It looks like it has more whey than it does casein. And so that's perfect for me. I like to take that around my workouts, and if I need something late at night, then I have a fast release of amino acids, which will give me that protein if I'm short on my protein goal. And then I got that casein as well, a slow release of amino acids. So considering which one is important, if you have to pick one, if you can't get something like this, and I'm going to put the link to that in the description if you want to get it, but if you have to pick one, I would go with whey, because you want to time that around your workouts, and make your best bet is to increase the calorie burn during your workouts and have awesome workouts that fuel calorie burn for the next 2 days. The best way to do that is to get energy to your muscles before and after the workout. I would recommend, timing wise, if you had to choose one, to take it after to help your muscles heal and to get them the nutrients they need. So the second thing that I want you to consider when picking out your protein for weight loss is the amount of protein and the amount of other stuff in it, or fillers. And I don't necessarily mean ingredients that you don't really know the name of, although you probably should look at the ingredient label and if there's a huge list of stuff that you're like, I don't know what any of that is, in general, avoid that. But what I'm talking about is sugars and carbohydrates mainly. So a lot of protein powders will kind of be disguised as protein powders when really they're an all-around workout, almost like a pre-workout without the caffeine. And so on this protein powder here, I'm not going to show you the label, I can just read it to you real quick. The main thing that there is, you got a little bit of cholesterol in there, but there's 100 milligrams of sodium, and then all of it is protein. You got 25 grams of protein and 2 grams of sugar. And so that's what I look for, something really low on sugar. A lot of protein powders, or I should say some protein powders, will make their protein drink taste good because of all the sugars they add. And so you don't really want all those calories come from sugar. When you're looking for a protein drink, for a protein powder or a protein shake, you want that protein. If you want sugars, you can add in fruits and stuff. You don't need sugars in your protein drink. So the last thing to consider is the taste. You have to like it if you're going to stick to it and you're going to drink it and you're going to utilize it. Otherwise, it'll end up being a waste of money. Chocolate, that's a staple. That's pretty good. If you don't know if you like the taste of protein, protein powder always has a taste. People who have drinking it before or have drinking it regularly know what I'm talking about. That will never go away, no matter, at least I've never found one that it goes away, no matter the flavor. I mean, from orange, chocolate, vanilla, all the way to the one that I have here, cookies and cream, you're going to have that protein powder taste. It's not necessarily bad, just some people really don't like it. But excluding that, whenever you're talking about flavors, typically chocolate, vanilla, those are safe staples to be able to put other things in and make a good shake. But if you're looking for something to mix with just water and you want to enjoy it and it wants to taste, like the chocolate protein powder mixed with water, just to me, just doesn't taste good. Watery chocolate milk is kind of how it is, and it just doesn't taste very good to me. I'm not looking to add those calories with milk and a bunch of fruit and stuff. Now, sometimes I will if that's what I'm going for, like a post-workout shake with carbohydrates in it or something. But if I'm looking for just protein, to get some protein, which is mainly what you're going to be using protein powder for, you want it to be as close to just as protein as possible, which we just talked about, and you want the flavor to be good enough to be able to stand on its own. And so, again, going back to the protein that I am recommending, and many of them will work. By no means is this a miracle protein powder or anything. In fact, you don't even need protein powder, to be honest. So, but going back to this is cookies and cream. And whenever I first saw it, my wife actually got it. She wanted it for her. I never would have gotten cookies and cream just because, I just stuck to chocolate. But it really is good. It's really good. It's easy to drink, and it kind of tastes like a treat, which is nice. Whenever your protein post-workout shake tastes like a reward, I mean, that's awesome. And so I highly recommend that. The price is good for how much you're getting. I believe it's somewhere around $40 for this. I don't know, maybe 50. Again, I'll link it in the description so that you can check it out. But it's from MusclePharm. And it has 25 grams of protein, different kinds of protein, which is something I really like about it. The ingredient label looks good to me. The fillers, there isn't hardly any fillers. It's pretty much just protein. And so this one just hits all those check marks. But if you are not going to get that, then the things that I listed are important. Checking for the fillers, making sure you like the flavor, which you only can really find out, after you try it. Maybe just get the smaller one at first. And then the first tip, which was casein versus whey, I like them both in there. But if you have to only choose one, I would go with whey protein. So that is all for this video, guys. Thank you for tuning in for which protein powder helps you lose weight. I hope you've gotten some value from the video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Show me some love, and I would really appreciate it. That would really help. It would mean the world to me. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and God bless. And if you're ready to start losing weight and finally in the cycle of trying to lose weight in the next diet, consider online training with For Faith Fitness. I'll link that in the description, forfaithfitness.com. But online training is done through an app on your smartphone, and it is a powerful thing to have a trainer with you every day, have exercise videos, have custom workouts, and be able to track your weight, and have me adjusting and fine-tuning your workouts and coaching you on the nutrition side of things as well. It's very powerful to have a trainer with you every single day of the week, and it's much more affordable than in-person training. So please go check that out if you're ready to make a change, and we can make this the last time you ever try to lose weight.